Hey friends, this is Laura Krumzak with the Disney Slowdown, where you are going to actually help me plan my mom's first trip to Walt Disney World. Aren't you excited? A couple of weeks ago, I went through my Google spreadsheet and kind of showed you the method to my madness and where my brain was at. If you did not see that video, I will link it there for you. And also, if you want that Google spreadsheet to help you plan your vacation, the link is in the description box below. Just request it. I'll shoot it right over to you. I did put a lot of work into it, and so that may help you not reinvent the wheel, right? I've already got a really good starting point for you and a lot of questions for you to ask yourself if this is your first time or maybe you haven't been in a while. Now, if you're an old hat at Disney, you probably don't need my spreadsheet, but if you'd like it, I would love to give it to you. So just go ahead and request it and I'll shoot it over. So just going through my spreadsheet right now and just kind of thinking, it's my mom's vacation. She's coming with my daughter and we have passes. We've been doing this Disney thing pretty regularly for about a year and a half. For the most part, I know what my mom is going to like and what she's going to understand. And there's other things in the park that she's not going to get. I have a good feeling of what she's really going to want to focus on, but I'm going to ask her to watch these videos too and help me plan along. And I'm going to ask for your input as well. So please comment and let me know. Nothing is going to be set in total stone. And of course, I mean, is Disney really ever? You can have the best plan ever. And the moment you walk through those gates, you're going to be sidetracked and distracted with all the things going on. So don't beat yourself up if you have this immaculate plan and you only do like half of the things. We saw that with our not so scary. I mean, we had our not so scary planning, and then what actually ended up happening. Of course, we had to deal with rain, but if you didn't see my not so scary videos, I'll link that playlist here for you. If you are planning your own not so scary for this year, 2024, I do have a playlist on my channel of some helpful videos that we watched to kind of get us prepared. Although I don't think they were quite as helpful as I thought they were when we actually showed up and went for the first time. I don't know, you decide. Let me know in the comments. Were these helpful videos? Were you surprised by some of the things we were surprised by? You definitely want to watch like the recap because it was our first time going to Not So Scary. All right, let's talk about December. I added a page to my Google spreadsheet. So if you've already requested my Google spreadsheet, hopefully you still have that link. You can just click on that link again and update it. When you're talking about going during a time, then there's like the special parties. So August starts the Halloween parties, the Not So Scary. And that means that Magic Kingdom is going to shut down early. 6 p.m. is when the park officially closes, and they want everybody who's not there for the party out before 7 because the party officially starts at 7. As a ticket holder to a special event, you can get into the park as early as 4 p.m., which is great. You can get a couple of things knocked out. However, anybody who does not have a ticket to the event does have to leave early. That means there's not going to be a nighttime parade or nighttime fireworks or a nighttime show at the castle because it's all going to be the special ticketed entertainment. We are actually going to use that to our advantage in December, and I'll show you that in a minute. This also might help you determine what kind of tickets that you buy, because if you've got one or more parks closing early, then you might want to look at hopper tickets as opposed to buying the multi-pass lightning lane every single day. Another cog in the wheel of planning for Disney, especially when you're even 2 or 3 months out, they don't have the park hours or the shows like set. So if you're planning a trip like in December for next year, you can use the itinerary, more like guidelines, right? I would always update your hours the week before and double check the hours the day before you're planning to go to your park, because you may have to pivot. 2.5 months out from our trip, they don't have Animal Kingdom's hours updated. I know last year when I went for my birthday in December, Animal Kingdom was open till 7, maybe 8 o'clock. And right now they've got Animal Kingdom closing at 5. I'm pretty sure that's not going to remain that way. I'm hoping, because I would love to be in there when it's dark.
On the tree, Sakshi.
Some nights Magic Kingdom is open until 11 p.m., which is great. But with the Christmas parties going on, and if they throw any deluxe evening hours in there, you're not going to have that opportunity to catch the fireworks at 11 o'clock, or, to catch the last show when most of the people have left the park. Those are just things to keep in mind when you're planning your Disney trip. All right, let's talk tickets really quickly. Thankfully, my daughter and I have annual passes, and my mom can get the military tickets. There's no question as to whether or not Hopper or not Hopper, because that's all that's available to her. Now, when you are looking at your park tickets, to Hopper Pass, to not Hopper Pass, there's a lot to consider. First of all, you can't buy a Hopper ticket for just one of your days. You have to buy it for every day. And you have to buy it for everybody in your party. Yes, it's going to be more expensive than paying for the multi-lane. What is that? I don't even know what that stupid thing is called. Multi-pass lightning lane. There it is. Multi-pass lightning lane. We are definitely going to take full advantage of that Hopper ticket, and we are going to take full advantage of the party days. There's a lot of parties going on in December. I think 2 to 3 days a week, there's a Very Merry Christmas party at Magic Kingdom, and they brought back Jollywood Nights in Hollywood Studios, and that's happening twice a week as well. So I had to look at the time that we are going to be here and our 4 days and what's going to be closing early. So let me just show you that. There we go. I just copied it here. So I wasn't sure in the beginning what days we were going to settle on, but we have narrowed it down. This is the Walt Disney World planning sheet. You can see all the different tabs that we have here. I created a separate spreadsheet for my mom. And you can see at the bottom, I've got our priorities, and these really are just blank pages because I haven't started any of this yet. As soon as the tickets dropped for sale, they had the dates. And I just went to the website and I wrote them all in. So you can see December, Very Merry, Sunday, Very Merry, and 2 more Very Merry. So they're doing 4 Very Merry Christmas parties, Magic Kingdom, and 2 Jollywood Nights. Now I've graded these out Sunday and Saturday because our annual pass is only Monday through Friday, and there's no other block out dates in December until we get to the 19th. So the last day that our passes are good is the 18th, which is fine. My mom's going to fly in on the 12th. Then we're going to go back to our house and hang out with the rest of the family. And then she's going to fly home on Sunday. So it's going to be a nice vacation for her. It'll be a nice trip, and I'm super excited. This is what I was talking about, utilizing this Hopper Pass and the parties to the fullest. Historically, and I'm hoping that this is going to happen in December as well, all the people who only buy the date-based ticket, which is 1 park per day, and they don't splurge on the Hopper, they typically do not want to be in a park that's going to close early, like Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios on those party nights, because they could get there at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, but then they have to leave before any of the evening entertainment. Typically, those parks have the lowest census on those party days. Now, you've got a lot of annual pass holders that are in and around Orlando. We all know this trick. So it could be that people are, popping in to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios on these party days because they also know that it's going to be lower census, but I don't think it's going to be the big Christmas crowds. Also, we are going on, we're going to be there December 12th through December 18th. So hopefully it's going to be like the calm before the storm, because a lot of people are going to wait until school's out and they're going to come in. And that is actually why our cheapest pass has all these holidays blocked out, because it's already so busy. They don't want us there, and that's fine because I don't want to be there. This is just a thought. The 13th will actually be the first day that my mom, look at me, I've already got stuff in here. The 13th will actually be the first day that my mom will be here because she flies in on the 12th in the evening. Now, of course, Samara and I are going to go on the 12th. We're going to get down there. We are going to ride Guardians, obviously, and we'll get checked in to our resort and we'll go pick up mom at the airport. We've got all day, so why not? As an annual pass holder, I have to have a reservation, and that reservation tells Disney this is the park that I'm going to start at. But I don't have to stay there anymore. They're giving us more good to go days, and they're telling us that we can hop as early as 9 a.m. And yes, I have done that in February on that really horrible day when my kids and I went, and it was so packed, and it was just, we did everything wrong. If you didn't see that, I'll link that here for your enjoyment. Whew, that was a bad day. But I remember we didn't get into the virtual queue for Epcot. We wanted to change to Animal Kingdom. All the reservations were taken. So we had to go to Epcot, scan in, turn around, and go to Animal Kingdom. Not delightful, but entirely possible. But because this is a very Merry Christmas party, and because I think my mom is really going to want to spend more time at Epcot than probably any other park.
I foresee us bouncing back and forth between Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom quite a bit. And yes, even if we have to drive to Animal Kingdom and catch it for a couple of days, we can always drive back to Epcot.
I think she's going to love World Showcase. I think she's going to love all of the individualized entertainment. Each of the country pavilions in the World Showcase are going to have a Christmas storyteller that's going to talk about Christmas in that culture of the country. They also have different musical entertainment for several of the countries. They even have some for the booths, because now Food and Wine is happening now, but Food and Wine will end November 23rd, and then they'll change a few things around and it becomes Festival of the Holidays. The booths for Food and Wine pretty much stay intact. Some options are removed, some new booths are added. And then, of course, they have the cookie stroll, which we did it last year. I wasn't super impressed. It was fun for me and all three of the kids to go around and collect $3 cookies, and they were decent size. They just weren't anything to write home about. And then you got a free cookie. And actually, we ended up not collecting them until the evening, keeping them in plastic containers so that they wouldn't get all crumbled up in our bag. And then we ate them for breakfast the next morning because, a cookie with frosting or pancakes or Mickey waffles, like same difference, really. I was the best mom ever, right? Because I let them have cookies for breakfast. Since we're going to do Magic Kingdom on this very Merry Christmas day, we might as well start in Epcot, right? Because we can park at Epcot, we can scan in, do a few things, ride Guardians, just saying. But it's real easy then, after you're done at Epcot, to just get on the monorail, hop over to Magic Kingdom, and spend the rest of the day at Magic Kingdom. And then when you have to leave, just hop back on the monorail and go back to Epcot. So that's kind of my plan. And I've actually got that a couple of days here. So you can see, okay. You can see on 12/13, we're going to do Epcot, MK, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot. Now for the weekend, it's going to be the resorts. One thing that I love, it starts in November. I would love to go down there. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Right around the 5th or the 6th of November, they might even start a little earlier. They start constructing the gingerbread houses or the gingerbread structures. So last year there was Cinderella's castle out of gingerbread at the Contemporary. We got to see that. We also got to talk to the chef, Chef Jeff, I believe was his name. The Grand Floridian has an entire gingerbread house. Actually stand inside the house and they sell you your treats. As soon as you walk in off of the monorail from to the Grand Floridian and you open those doors, you are just blasted with the fragrance of gingerbread. And I don't hate it. It's amazing. But mom may want to see more of these gingerbread structures. Last year they had 7 of them throughout the resorts. We'll just see how easy it is to get to them. So that's going to be our weekend here. Disney Springs also has the Christmas tree stroll. We went and did that last year as well. There was like 25 Christmas trees, I think, and they're all massive and they're decorated with different themes. I just wanted to see them, really. So, but Disney Springs is kind of fun as well. And then for Animal Kingdom, okay, so just so you know, December 16th, that is my birthday. I will be 52 years old. No, you don't have to get me a gift, really. You don't have to get me a gift. You could buy me a coffee. There's a link. There's a link on my page, and there'll be one in the description box too. I think that's kind of the coolest thing. I have a link to buy somebody a coffee. We're going to start the day there, not at Epcot. I can hear my friend Tiffany going, Laura, you don't always have to start at Epcot. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But we probably won't start at another park on the days that we're doing Animal Kingdom. That's something that my mom is going to have to weigh in on because I don't know what she's going to want to do or want to prioritize. But since Animal Kingdom does close early, I figured that Fantasmic would be a good one to hit. Hopefully there will be 2 shows of Fantasmic. I think the late show is like 9 or 9:30. So it's like right as the park is closing, you're let into Fantasmic at 9 p.m. and then the show doesn't start till 9:30. So by the time you're leaving Hollywood Studios, like it's already closed down. Everybody else is out of the park. They're funneling you through CM gates through the back way and they're getting you right out the door. I like that option, especially if Animal Kingdom doesn't close until 8. We're just going to play that by ear. And then back to MK and Epcot on the 17th because there's a Very Merry Christmas party. And then on the 18th, there's Jollywood Nights. So I think that would be a good day for us to hit Hollywood Studios. We're really going to be limited as far as the rides go. We're really going to be there for the shows and just to walk around the park. If you found value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. It really helps me and my channel and my family, and we love doing this. I love getting your feedback. I love seeing your comments. I love the interaction. So keep it up and share this video, share my channel with all of your friends. So this is kind of where I started with a basic idea, and in the next several videos, we're going to go ahead and talk about each park, what it has to offer, what's going to be interesting for my mom, and what's going to be like completely over her head. So for an example, I don't think she's ever seen the movie Avatar. So while Pandora is really neat, she's not going to want to ride Flight of Passage. Navi River Journey will be interesting, but she's not going to get it. That's probably going to be one of those things where we'll do it if there's not a long line. It's totally skippable for us. So I just want to throw that out there. I would love to hear your thoughts and anything that you see that you're like, oh, wait a minute, you didn't think about this, or all the way through. I really want your input because I'm standing here, I'm talking to myself, and I'm trying to think through what we're going to do, what we want to do, what we're going to have time for. We don't even know where we're staying at this point yet. I mean, it could be a 30-minute drive, although my mom gets up early, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll definitely be setting the alarm for 7 a.m. virtual queue anyway, so we'll be awake. Thanks for joining me. If you have any input, I'd love to hear it in the comments. I did want to let you know that at some point next week, we are going to Food and Wine. I'm so excited. And then I also have SeaWorld coming up, Ren Fair coming up, and a trip to the Midwest. I want to show you some of my favorite things. You don't have to just plan a Florida vacation with me. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video.